Their water's froze up. I
Disgusting.
can do it in the sink.
What the heck? You're getting worse. Do it in the toilet.
No. Well, guys, we finally got some snow, and I am absolutely ecstatic. I love snow. I love getting out and playing in it. I'd say we got probably 6.5, 7 inches here in Tennessee, and the only problem with snow is the cold weather. And I made me a coffee this morning, and I got out and I come up here to check on my chickens. I've got 3 hens and a rooster in this chicken coop right here behind me. And I was checking on them this morning, and their waters froze up. I heard the rooster crowing last night at like midnight. And I was like, well, that's odd. Maybe there's a predator or something around. I don't know. I don't know why he's crowing. So I wanted to come out this morning and check up on him and see what's going on. But it's probably because their water's froze up. I've got a big 5-gallon waterer, and the stinking thing, it's done great through all these cold temperatures. But the other day, I took their heat lamp and I moved it and kind of pointed it to where they roost at. And I think by me moving it, it kind of took it off of where the water was at, and now the water's froze up. So that's unfortunate because we get probably at least 2, sometimes 3 eggs from these chickens a day, and we eat them, you know. Now that don't mean we don't go to the grocery store. We still have to buy eggs because our family eats a lot of eggs. Them kids love them, and we try to eat these as much as we can, but we still have to, you know, get some from the store. But I don't want anything to happen to my chickens. I love chickens, and there's just something real peaceful about them. But one thing's for sure, ain't no animal can survive without water. And when I came up here and I seen that their water was frozen, I knew it was a problem. So I've got their water right here. I guess what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to go ahead and take it inside and get it all cleaned up, get new water put in it. And I may either bring a second heat lamp out, just one for the water, or I may just turn that heat lamp back down towards it. It depends on if I can find a drop cord or not. The one I've got ran out here is pretty good. It's not ideal, but I've just got my 2 lights. I've actually already got 2 lights out here, but for whatever reason, somehow they busted the bulb out of this one. So I don't know if I even have another light to put in it, and it looks like the metal part that attaches to the bulb is still stuck in there, and that stuff's probably all frozen and everything. So what I may do is just go ahead and you can see here, let me open this door. They ain't gonna run nowhere and my dog won't bother them, but I'll set my coffee right there. I'll open this door up here, but you can see right up in there is where they roost at. It's a little dirty right now. I ain't cleaned it out. It's been too cold, but I turned this light over to them so it'd keep them warm, and I usually set their water down here. I've got this little wire that I can usually hang my water bucket from, but this one I just got is bigger, so therefore it's heavier, and I'm just afraid that little wire just ain't gonna be enough to hold it up. But I've tried digging around in it. As you can see, it is frozen. The thing I hate about leaving them sitting on the ground is they get all these shavings in them from where they're scratching around and everything. So this is going to be an absolute mess to have to clean up. My wife's probably going to kill me because I got to get it unthawed before I can even clean it up. But you can hear, I mean, there's water in it. It's up to there. So, but these are automatic waters, and I usually leave it right there. I got this big old feeder right here, which they're pretty good on food. But you can see them back there. They're a little scared because the dog's out here with me. Wherever that little stinker went, he's my best little buddy. He comes out and ventures with me. But there's my rooster there and my 3 hens. And right there's the old light. I need to get that light out of here. Let me see if I can reach in here and grab it. Yeah, so you can tell. I don't know how that thing, because it was mounted up there with this one, but somehow it got destroyed, and I had 2 lights for them, but I think this one blowing, putting some heat out right there is good enough for them. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut this little coop up here. But you can tell, this is crazy. You can see how much heat that light actually puts off like I said, we probably got 6-7 inches of snow, but right where that light's at, I mean, the snow can't even sit on it because it puts off that much heat. So they're definitely staying warm whenever it comes to these cold temperatures. They get up there and roost. And right there's our nesting box. I'm gonna go see if we got any eggs, but seems like the past day or two they really ain't been laying eggs that good because I guess where it's so dang cold. But right here's my way of getting eggs out of the nesting box here. You just open it up, reach in there, get your honey out of there. You ain't allowed to be in there. But that's usually what we got going on there. So that's pretty much it. That's the chicken coop there, and the little problem I got, I about tripped over a daggone shovel I left out here. Had this thing out here a couple weeks ago, and obviously I forgot to lean it up on the coop there, so I about fell on it. But so the problem I got is the darn water's froze up, and I guess I'm gonna have to go in here and argue with my wife about where I'm gonna clean it at, because the water's froze up outside, and I pretty much got two options. I can take this in and clean it up in the bathtub, or I can clean it up in the sink. And I think bathtub's the best option because I don't want to get darn shavings and stuff in the sink, and you know, it's just not something you want to have around your dishes. I mean, it ain't like it's super nasty or anything, but it is from a chicken coop. So my wife ain't gonna be too fond of me cleaning this out in the bathtub, but I really ain't got an option. So I guess she's gonna have to scratch her butt and get glad, because I ain't letting nothing happen to my chickens. So I'm gonna get in here and clean this out. But beautiful, beautiful time here in East Tennessee. I hope you guys are staying warm and check on your animals. I ain't one of those that, oh, you gotta bring them in, da 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 da. If I thought like half these people thought, I guess I'd have 4 chickens walking around my house because it's too cold for them. But they're all right. They're happy. They're walking around. They're eating. They just ain't too happy about that water being froze up. So we're gonna get them taken care of here. My old watchdog out here just hanging around with me. But I hope you guys are staying warm. And if y'all need anything, holler at me. I'll do whatever I can. We're kind of stuck right now, but we got a dang great community. I had a buddy of mine, and he hollered at me this morning and said that his firewood was down to 7 pieces. And unfortunately, they ain't got no transportation or anything. And a good buddy of mine, Cameron Roach, and a good buddy of mine, Adam Tolliver, they stepped up. They live close by there, and they're taking them some firewood. That way we can at least make it through the weekend and everything. And I'm just super proud of where I come from. I kindly get emotional about it sometimes, and I don't mean to be, but I'm just very proud of living in East Tennessee. And there's so many good people around here. You know, as y'all know, we had that hurricane hit, and there were so many people that was just willing to help. You know, they put their own needs last and helped everybody else. And if you ain't from East Tennessee, you may not understand, and I'm sure there's a lot of small towns like this, but I love living here. I love the people that's around here. There's so many good people. I mean, ain't nobody wants to really get out in the snow and gather firewood and run it down the road when it's freezing cold and it's still actively snowing. But there's good people out there that they ain't gonna let somebody freeze. And I'm just so proud to be from here, and I'm just so thankful that we've got a lot of good friends around here. And you know, these people that they're taking the firewood to, they're from Michigan, so they're used to cold weather and everything, but what they're not used to is Southern hospitality. And ever since they've been down here, they just can't believe how kind and willing to help that people are here in East Tennessee. And that's one thing that I'm just so proud of. And you know, no matter where I ever go in life or what I ever do, I'll always be an East Tennessee country boy through and through. And I'm a poet, didn't know it. I might as well write a song. But, oh gosh, dang, I about forgot my water jug. So let me get up here and get this water jug, get it thawed out. And I love you, and I'm proud of where we're from. So thank you guys for all that you do for everybody around. And if anybody ever needs anything, you just let me know. I'll do what I can. Love yous. Hey, darn water's frozen.
Even with a heat lamp above it?
Well, I took that heat lamp and turned it to point towards where they're roosted, and I think it caused it to freeze.
You put that in the video?
Yeah, I did. What?
You want to scrape that out for you?
I tried as much as I could.
I think you let it thaw out outside.
Why is it gonna thaw outside?
Or dump some hot water on it while it's outside.
It might crack it, you think?
Not the bottom. Just
What
put it in the bottom.
What if I just clean the shavings out?
Outside?
In here.
That's the part I don't want. Everything else, I don't care what's in here. That shavings is disgusting. That's the only thing I don't like.
Well, how am I gonna get them out?
And over there, I'll bring you some hot water. You can video yourself dumping hot water solution to the problem.
But where it's so cold, you don't think it's gonna crack it?
I'll buy you a brand new one if it does.
If it does.
They have. Wait till that your Valentine's gift, alright? Your Valentine's gift's expensive.
I don't want my Valentine's Day gift to be a darn chicken water. I'd rather just keep this one.
What you got coming is gonna go on chicken water. You'll buy your own one if you see what I got you.
Well, how about I just do this in here and clean it out?
If you have like a tote you can do this in.
How about I take it up outside and knock
Upstairs? Go upstairs.
it upstairs? I say go outside.
I thought you were saying upstairs. Okay, I go to the attic.
No, what if I take it outside and knock it a little bit and then do it?
That'd break it more than the water. Just take it outside and I'll bring you some more. I'll buy a brand new one. How much is it?
I think it was $40, 50
Yeah,
bucks.
I'll buy a brand new one. I'd rather $40 than that nasty crap be in there. That's disgusting.
I can do it in the sink.
What the heck? You're getting worse. Do it in the toilet.
No.
That's the only place I don't care if it's in.
All right, I'll knock it a little bit.
But more knock it. Put hot water in it.
You don't put hot on
We'll
cold.
buy a brand new one.
Yeah, it's
'Cause it
waste
won't crack
money.
It never cracked my car window, and I still do it to this day.
No, you don't.
I promise.
Babe,
Ever since you told me, I still do it.
you put hot water on your...
How's it cracked?
Babe,
It's not cracked.
you cannot do that. I'm serious.
And
You better be lying to me.
I'm not, and it's not cracked one time. It's like the lights being on being illegal.
I told you forever ago, don't do that.
I know, and I done it my whole life.
You can't do that. It will break it. I'm
that
serious.
little toad.
I'm serious. It will shatter your window.
This just ain't tea. It hasn't.
Why do you have to put hot water on it?
I'm in a hurry.
I
Nanny
tell
needs
you,
me.
dude, warm your car up.
Nanny needs me.
I'm gonna knock out what I can. And I'm gonna bring this back in here.
What the heck? I'm gonna knock you with it then.
Well, then you better give me some hot water. No, it's coffee. Well, you seen how that went. Exactly how I figured it would go. She don't want me to wash that out with all them shavings in it in the daggum bathtub. So I guess I'm gonna just knock out what I can here. I got a little knife. I'll do a little scraping. But it's like frozen solid. Like, I don't know what she expects from me. I mean, I guess I'm getting a little bit. Probably dulling my knife and junk. See, now I'm getting snow in it. Daggone it. I should have just turned the water on and never even told her to come here. What's that old saying? Ask for forgiveness instead of permission. That's what I should have done here. Ask for forgiveness. What do you think, Covey? Oh, you like this snow, don't you? Ooh, you like it. Hey, this is a prime example of, I get it. People want you to bring your dogs in. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you. This dog right here, when it's warm, he limps around, he lays around, and he acts like an old man. And he's not very happy. But the moment them temperatures start dropping, he starts playing around like he's a darn year-old pup. He loves it. He absolutely loves the cold weather. You can see on his darn beard, he looks like darn, what's that kung fu fighter? Miyagi or something like that. That's what he looks like right now. And I come in yesterday, and he jumped up on me. He just having a good old time. Absolutely loves the snow. He's matted up. I need to shave him, but I didn't want to shave him in the winter. So he's just going to have to be matted up for a little bit. And when it starts getting a little bit warmer, we get rid of some of these cold spells. I'll give him a good shaving. I'm going to show you inside of this tube here. You can see there's still some water in there, but daggum thing is froze up. And there's Mr. Miyagi. Look at his beard. He's matted up. You can see mats on his feet and being out in the snow, but he loves it. But I ain't getting very far with this old scraping going on here, so she's gonna have to bring me some water. She's gonna have to bring me some water so I can put it on here. But I think I'm just afraid putting that hot water on there is going to crack that plastic or something. I ain't worried about this part because this part's pretty dense, but that little tray is pretty thin and they're not very durable. I should have peed on it. That'd have been a good idea. What you got?
Hot water.
Yeah, I ain't getting very far scraping.
Hot water.
I wonder if I should go through here a little bit.
Yeah, loosen it up.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Talk about the old-fashioned way. There you are.
Your toesies gonna be cold. I'm gonna scrape while you do a little. Ah, you got my leg wet. I'm gonna freeze now. See, it's still frozen. All right, hold on a second. Let it. First batch. We'll let it sit there for a second. Maybe that'll start. Look at it. Yeah, it's flowing out of there now. Oh yeah, it was frozen solid like shavings. It almost made a darn plywood. Oh, there's probably some corn and grain mixed in there, but okay. So I believe we about got her now. There's still ice in there, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off the top, plug that part, and then we'll fill it up, and that might unthaw it a little bit. I wonder if it hurt them chickens just to have it warm in it. Like a cup of coffee? All right. Well, she's pretty smart. That's why sometimes I just listen to her. You can see we got it in there. Still got ring ice around there. I'm gonna try to get all that gone, but I plugged this hole here. I got a little spot where you can, once you take this off, you can put it there and keep it for later. Handy dandy storage. But here's the darn chunks. It's like it's just where the water is mixed with it is frozen. Made almost like a darn plywood type deal. But that worked pretty good. I give her credit. She ain't as silly as I thought. Get her all cleaned out here. At least that water's warm on my fingers. I have a bunch of shavings down here. I do gotta get that inside thawed out a little bit more. Hopefully she's getting me some more water. Whew. Playing in that water will make you cold. A little bit chilly. Hands are cold. Oh. Got more? I brought you coffee? Alright, now I got her plugged up. Now the inside shouldn't be dirty. So should I just rinse this tray out and then run warm water in the tub?
Probably.
Because it'd take a lot of this to...
As long as it's frozen inside?
Yeah, around the edge. I want to try to get all that ice out of there. Yeah, they coming. Bad boys, bad boys. Huh? I think maybe if you get me one more, I probably won't even. I don't think. I'm gonna swish this around and let it. Yeah, let it melt that a little bit. Of course, we'll have to fill it up. In where? In here?
Mm-hmm. Are you leaving what's already in there?
I was gonna dump it out. It's got shavings in it. Not much, but a little bit.
Look, did it crack?
No, I wasn't worried about this part because it's. This is what I was worried about. Look at that. Look. Yeah, that's what was around the edge of it.
Maybe let the water
Touch
sit
it.
on the side.
That heated water, yeah. Hey, I think what I'm gonna do is just dump this out and then take it in the tub and fill it all up. She didn't hear me. Yeah, because the water's already cold. I'm making a darn muddy mess. But I can't let my chickens go thirsty. Alright, now I'm gonna take this and put it in a tub and fill it up. Because it's just cooling the water down real fast where there's that big ice block in it. So let me do that real quick. And then we should get her unthawed and be able to fill her up, take her back up there, and then adjust the light, and should be good after that. Ow. There's one of them. Big old chunk of ice. I don't want to leave any ice in it because it just makes it that much easier to freeze again. Can't get this one out. There's the other one. So go ahead and take this little doodad here off. So you got your tray, you got your spout, and this is just a nipple to hold it. And you can see there's a gasket. Turn this water. You can see there's a gasket right there. And you put this lid on there and it creates a airtight so it don't just run out everywhere. So I'm gonna put this on there for now. And I'm gonna get my water temperature right. And then I'm gonna fill this thing up, put my lid back on it, take it up there to the chickens. Alright, I got her filled up. I don't want to fill it all the way to the top because, like I said, this is 5 gallons, so it gets kind of heavy to carry. And in this snow, I just ain't trying to do all that. Okay, dump out what's around the pan. Alright, I think we're ready to take it back up there. Oh gosh, dang, about fell. Alright, how about fell on the way up here? So I got freaking snow in it, and that ain't what we want, but good reason I did that, a little bit warmer. So now we're gonna get this fixed up for them. You stay back, you little pooper. Hey babies. Hi. Get back now. They're scared because of you, punk. Yeah, see, they run and hide. Okay. Let me get my thing set up here. Oh man. Now, I would really like to keep it off the ground. I just don't know how well this is going to work. I mean, I'll pretty much have to hook this back to it. And I'm gonna have to try to hold it up. What if we set it on something? Get back. There now. I'm gonna set it on this just to get it up off the ground. They get shavings in their food too, but I don't have a wire set up for that yet. And the thing about their food, they'll just take their beaks and scrape it out. But this, getting it up a little bit might help. It's not much, but it's a little bit off the ground. So let's go ahead and undo this. Oh, there we go. Give them some water there. Let me grab it. Now, it was flowing freely earlier because I had the lid off, but now that I put the lid back on, it's gonna fill up to the nipple and then just stop. It's melting that snow over there. I don't really like that I had snow in it, but now it should stop. Yeah, see, my babies are thirsty. Yeah, get you some water, girl. Get you some water. I know. Come on, come get you some water. Kobe, they're scared of you, bud. They're scared of you. Yeah, so, get back. No, sit down. Sit down. Get back now. Sit down. Sit down now, crap. You're just trying to love on me. Yeah, she's thirsty. I know. Now, as you can see, it got up to that nipple there, and it's just stopped, and we've still got water up to there, and it being good and level should help. Now, I think I need to turn this light just a little bit. I hate to do it like that because then it's just pointing straight down. Let me see what I can figure out here. Ouch. All right. I just don't think it's... I don't know which one they're roosted on more. One thing's for sure, as long as they got some light to get warm, I can feel the heat off this right now. It feels pretty good on my hands, but as long as they got some light to get warm, they're going to be just fine. I would much rather have the water stay unthawed because I don't want to have to do this every other day or every day or two. But I also don't want my chickens to die. So I guess the best bet would be see if I got another bulb. I need to see if I got another bulb. If I got another bulb and a pair of pliers, I can get that other light fixed. And I can have one on the water and one on where they sleep at. So I'm gonna have to get a pair of pliers to get this thing out of there. And I'm gonna have to see if I got another bulb. Alright. And if not, I'm just gonna have to make sure, leave it on the water. You can see them in there drinking. Alright, I found 2 more lamps that I had forgot I had set out there. I don't know if the bulbs are good or not in them, so they may be duds. But I'm just gonna unplug this other one and see what happens. So let's go ahead and unplug that there. And then I'd prefer this one because it's got a good clamp on it. But we'll plug this in and see here. Let me put my phone down. so I can use 2 hands to plug this in. Plug it in. All right, it works. Nice. So, thankfully, I've got another bulb there. I'm also going to try this third one just to see if it works, because, yep, it works as well. So we've potentially went from 1 lamp to having 3. And what the heck? One of them just went out on me. Which one is that? Oh, I thought I unplugged the bad bulb, but I unplugged the one inside that was already in there, so. Oh. Now I don't know how this plug-in is gonna like handling 3 lights at a time. So, what I may do is just do the 2 to be safe, and then go from there. But this one is definitely bad. I'm gonna have to do some doctoring on the thing there, but this one's good. And when you're putting these lights like this in a chicken coop, it's very important that you have this cage, because I came out here the other day and one of the lights had, I guess the birds flew around or something, and they had knocked it down. Thankfully, when it did knock down, the bulb came out, and that's why it is the way it is. But if the cage hadn't been on there and the light was still working, I mean, you just run a risk of possibly burning something, and you know, the last thing you want to do is wake up to your chicken coop burnt. So let me open this other door. Now get back now. Get back. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this one and just put it straight down towards the water. Now I don't want it right on it to where it melts the plastic, but I do want it pointing at it and keeping it warm. And I think that's about perfect. Let me show you guys here. So, got that one up there. We're going to point it down towards the water. Made sure that it wasn't touching it or anything. And I've got this third one here. I just don't think, I think the third one's going to be a little bit overkill. I got to figure something out with my door here, because right now I'm having to run these cords just over through the top of it, and I don't much care for that. I would rather have something maybe goes through the edge or something like that, but that'll be a spring project. So I think this light right here, I think what we're going to do is take that one and just go ahead and put it up in case we see that maybe the water's still freezing, or you know, something, because because this has been fine so far. Now I'm going to take this light and point it back to where alright, so right there we're pretty much back to where we had the original light facing towards them, and that's plenty enough heat. I mean, it's pointing right towards that. They can sit right here and get warm and everything. And then we've got this one kind of angled towards the water there, and that'll help keep it warm. As far as their food, shavings are plenty fine. I mean, they've still got quite a bit to last them, and I've got more of that. So with that being said, we pretty much got her situated. We got our 2 lights in there. I'm gonna take this one that I gotta do surgery on down here and put it up, and make sure that my light's kind of, I need to get a zip tie and tie that up. I actually would like to have that inside so that it stays nice and dry and everything, because it's not really safe to have that out there, but that's just what I got for now. Maybe during the spring I can get out here and get my coop fixed, but springtime rolls around and you ain't worried about the cold, so you don't really think about it as much, but I'll definitely keep that in mind so that I don't have to worry about it next winter. But I think they're good. They got water, they got food, they got heat, and that only took me about an hour and a half. But I don't have to worry about chickens now. Good and warm, and that's pretty much it. So y'all thank y'all for watching the video. I'm gonna get inside, get these winter clothes off, and drink me another coffee and probably cuddle up with the old lady and watch a movie. But I definitely gotta go clean that tub out. So we'll catch you in the next video. Thank y'all for watching.